One of the most important things you do to make comfort as you would like it to be is position the thermostat in the structure in a place that will give a good average temperature of the inside of the structure. This does make quite a bit of difference. And we're going to take a look at a room, several rooms, and we're going to see just where we think this thermostat should be. Okay, I'm going to pan around the room. And we're trying to figure out where a thermostat would do well in this room. Okay, now that we've panned around, let's consider what would be a good place. Now there's a big screen TV there. That's a projection style TV. There's a lot of heat comes off of that. I don't think I want it on that wall because it could be affected by the heat. Also, that's a closet in there, an under staircase closet, and it communicates with an outside wall. Not good. While we're speaking of outside walls, I would not want it here because that is an outside wall. It's going to, remember, a thermostat is going to check temperature of the wall and the air inside. It's actually a combination of both. Okay, over here, I don't see any place I'd really like to put it there. This is perhaps a better location. Would be somewhere around that picture. That's not too bad. And then we went back in this hallway. Now, would the hallway be the best? It may be. Hallways usually have return airs. This one does not. There's no return airs down there. And return airs are pretty good to put thermostats close to. If I went inside here, what's wrong with this place for a thermostat? Is you can close the door. If you can close the door and that isolates it from the rest of the structure, it's not a good place for a thermostat. Another one that I would note, don't put it behind a door. The door, if it's open most of the time, is going to be covering up the thermostat, which is going to kind of isolate it from the air moving around the structure. It's going to be a dead air space, so I wouldn't put it there. So, of all the places I've looked in here, I'm thinking the hall is probably the best place, with a second possibility of this wall here, because it's an inside wall and it's fairly centrally located inside the structure. Now, how high should it be off the floor? Well, manufacturers say 55 inches, I think, or 52 or whatever. And that's probably fine. Mostly it should be high enough so that a short person can read and adjust it easily. And a tall person could too. So that's where they come up with that 55 thing. And that's probably fine. Now, one thing that may argue against a thermostat on that wall would be this over here. Now, there's an outside picture window, pretty good size one. Is there a time of the day when the sun would shine through that window and come over here onto this wall? If you have a situation like that, the thermostat is not going to work right. It's going to sense the radiant heat from the sun and it's going to shut off early. So maybe that argues against that placement. So that's pretty much it on where in the room you would locate the thermostat. Once more, I want to go back to here where we have this heat source from this TV. Be careful of those. Those can be pretty bad. They will affect that the operation of the thermostat. So that's pretty much it on the placing of the thermostat inside the structure.